we were all aware fairly much of the post office scandal. But this new documentary, I think, is brought to light more than people realise. I think people realised that it was fairly bad, but not really how bad. And at the time, yes, the governments of the day and whatever should have done more. So as part of what we should be hearing from our politicians and things, serious, I thought I would say what I think the government reaction, or what MP's reaction should be. Now, it is bearing in mind that MPs don't have control over everything, and as I go along, I will obviously point that bit out. But here we go. The post office scandal is one of the biggest scandals in UK history, and by far the biggest miscarriage of justice. People were treated unfairly, and the post office made monumental efforts to cover up, and even deceived and lied, not only to courts but to the MPs. It is clear that this gross miscarriage of justice needs to be put right. We will be recommending to the Honours Board, which is an independent commission, that the former head of the post office should have her CBE removed with immediate effect. We will also be instructing the Serious Fraud Office and other agencies to conduct a full investigation into exactly what happened and to prosecute those people that were responsible for this gross miscarriage of justice. There is nothing that can be done to undo the severe damage caused to the people that this has happened to. However, there needs and should be a relative and fair compensation scheme. Therefore, it is the announcement today that the compensation will be as follows. Every individual that was accused or was caught up in this scandal, every postmaster or mistress, will receive a £1 million payout. Further to this, those that have had to have paid costs and lost their livelihood will get a further £500,000 on top of that. And anyone that was given a criminal record due to this gross miscarriage of justice will receive a further £500,000. The government is committed to ensuring that a scandal like this can never happen again. Once the public inquiry has finished and any legal ramifications that come from the investigations that we've announced today, new procedures will be put in place to ensure that a scandal like this can never, ever, ever happen again. The post office was supposed to be one of the most trusted things. The post office is supposed to be one of the most trusted organisations in our country. And our jobs as MPs is to ensure that these things operate as they should. And in this case, everybody has failed. We need to ensure that this never, ever, ever happens again. Also, the computer operator and manufacturer of the system, Fujitsu, will be held accountable. They will never be allowed to have another government contract again. Any contract or any system where Fujitsu is operating currently will be phased out over the next 5 years. And we will work with the post office to ensure that the systems in place are such that this can never happen again. The criminal prosecutions will be for the courts to handle, and government obviously cannot not get involved in that. They have to be independent, and they will be. But people do need to be brought to justice over this. On behalf of the government, the opposition, and any MP that sits in the House, we offer our sincere apologies that it has taken this long. and hope that light is on the horizon for the many, many people affected by this. The sad fact is that some of those people are no longer with us. And again, there is nothing that we can say that would make that better. But hopefully, the things that we put in place going forward will hopefully ensure that nobody ever has to go through this again. Thank you.
Jet plane headed up to the sky, spread wings and the clouds getting